Welcome to Maya and Key. We are proud to have you as our valued customer. In order to make sure you successfully operate your double jersey machines, we present you with an operating guide for double jersey machines. This film is prepared on an Inter Rib 1.6, but the procedures are similar for other double jersey machines. Please remember, this is not a substitute for the operating manual. Dial height adjustment. With a dial height adjusting device, the dial cam plate can be raised or lowered in order to adjust fabric weight by varying the stitch length. A wide clearance gives large stitches. A narrow clearance gives small stitches. Open the locking screw. Turn the adjustment screw in the direction of the stitch length adjustment required. At the same time, watching the dial gauge. If the stitch length is to be reduced, first lower the dial and then raise it to the level required. Caution: the dial gauge needle should not go below 1. Tighten the locking screw. Stop. Before starting the machine, check the yarn tension. Yarn tension adjustment. Check the tension by hand. Check precise tension with a tension meter. Reduce the Coney driving belt tension. Loosen the quality wheel lock screw. Adjust the quality wheel in the direction of the required tension. Tighten the lock screw. Adjust the tension of the belt. Move the machine by hand and check the tension with fingers. If it is approximately correct, start the machine and check the tension with a tension meter. Timing adjustment. When the stitch forming points of the dial needles are displaced in relation to cylinder needles, it is delayed timing. Delayed timing is used for producing plain interlock, plain rib, Swiss double PK, etc. When the stitch forming points of the cylinder needles are precisely opposite each other, it is synchronized timing. Synchronized timing is used for producing drop needle structured fabrics. We now explain how to change from synchronized timing to delayed timing. Stop the machine and take out a needle detector. If the machine model is FV, Innovit, IG or OV, change the dial cams from synchronized, marked AG, to delayed, marked AN. Open the lock screws. Turn the adjustment screw in the direction shown by several turns. Rotate the machine slightly. Loosen all the thread guide ring lock screws. Watch the thread guide position. The latch should always be able to open. Shift the thread guide ring slightly. Alternatively, move the dial cam plate and shift thread guide ring till the dial gauge reaches 1. Tighten the lock screw. Make the final thread guide adjustment and tighten thread guide ring lock screws. Replace the needle detector. Don't start the machine yet. Check the yarn tension. When changing from delayed to synchronized timing, loosen lock screws. Turn the right-hand side adjustment screw as shown. Now turn the left-hand side adjustment screw till the required timing position is reached. Tighten the lock screws. Here too, the thread guide position should be checked intermittently. Change of gating. Gating refers to the relative position of the cylinder and dial needles. This is rib gating. This is interlock gating. To change the gating, follow this procedure. Loosen all the cylinder lock screws on the underside of the cylinder. Move the cylinder by turning the eccentric screw in the direction of machine rotation till the gating required is achieved. When changing from interlock to rib gating, move in that direction so that the long needle of the dial is to the right of the long cylinder needle. Tighten the cylinder lock screws. Caution: the red screws should not be touched. Fabric structure change. Meyer and Key double jersey machines are versatile and capable of producing fabrics of different structures depending on machine models. As an example, we now show how to change from Milano rib structure to plain interlock. Clean the machine before every pattern change. It is preferable to use polyester filament yarn for structure change. If polyester yarn is used, replace the cones and bring the yarn up to the knitting area. Unwind the conies, leaving just one revolution on the coney pulley. This is friction feeding. Take out one dial cam box. Take out the needles from this segment. In the inter-rib machine, adjust the camming. The key should be rotated completely till further rotation is not possible. This is incorrect. If the rotation is incomplete, the needle will not be able to work. If the machine is FV, IG, OV or Innovit, exchange cams as required by the design. Replace the cam box. Put the thread guide in position. Move the machine by hand till the area without needles moves to the next segment. Change the camming for this segment. Continue till the camming for the entire dial has been changed. Replace the needles. Repeat the above procedure for cylinder camming. Change the machine gating from rib to interlock gating. If the structure requires interlock to rib gating, then the gating change should be done before cam change. If polyester yarn has been used, now change to cotton or desired yarn. Move the machine by inching. Now insert the desired number of revolutions in the coney. This is 5 revolutions, 2 less. This is about 30 revolutions, too much. This is 15 revolutions. This is correct. Check the yarn tension. You can now start the machine and do final yarn tension checking. Fabric press off. When, because of yarn break, the fabric leaves the knitting needles and drops, it is called a press off. Here we show you how to restart when the machine is in rib gating. First, lift the yarn guides. Remove the cam box at the end of the press off and in its place put the gate cam box. Put the respective dial cams on misknit position. Unwind the coney to friction feed. Insert the yarn through the thread guide and bring it in position. Open the latches. Now move the machine manually until the start of the press-off just moves out of the gating cam. Insert a working needle in between the needle rows. Pull the fabric out. Hook it onto the cylinder needles at several points. Now move the machine manually, at the same time pulling down the fabric to provide tension. When the needles with the fabric hooked on reach the cast-off point, bring down the respective yarn guides. Continue moving the machine by hand. Now replace the gating cam box. You can now start the machine. Take down tension adjustment. Before running a new pattern or fabric weight, it is necessary to adjust fabric takedown. Turn the knob towards 40 to increase takedown tension or towards 0 to decrease takedown. If the knob is turned more than one revolution, open the door, move the belt approximately 20 to 40 centimeters in the driving direction. The fabric gets tensioned. If the adjustment using the knob is insufficient to adjust fabric tension, you will have to change the control gear wheels. Refer to the chart on the door and also refer to page 48/18 of the manual for correct selection of gear wheels. Now repeat the above procedure after changing the gear wheels. Close the door and start the machine. Needle breakage. When a needle breaks, the needle break detector immediately lights up and the machine stops. Take out the needle detector. Lift about 4 thread guides, starting from the one just below the disconnected needle detector and going towards the machine rotation direction. Look out for the broken needle, if necessary with a magnifying glass. Open the cam where the broken needle is found. Take out the broken needle and replace it with a new one. Replace the cam box and lower thread guides. Stop. You have still to find the broken butt. Take out about 4 cam boxes preceding the disconnected needle detector. And look for the broken butt. Here it is. Here's another one. When you take out cam boxes, place them in proper order, like this. Not like this. Replace the cam boxes. Put down the thread guides. The identical procedure should be followed if a dial needle breaks. Start the machine once you are sure no needle pieces remain in the machine. Fabric roll change. When the fabric roll is reaching its preset length, the machine will slow down and automatic cleaning takes place. The machine then stops. The display will indicate reason for stop. Open the door. Lift the rubber pressing roll and lock it. Unlock the mandrel. Take down the roll. Cut the fabric. Take the roll out of the machine and take out the knurled bush from one end. Pull out the mandrel from the other end. Refix the knurled bush on the mandrel. Place the mandrel back on its stand and lock it. Roll the fabric onto the mandrel. Unlock and bring down the rubber roll. Close the door. The display should show 0 revolutions. You can now start the machine. Control panel. To enable ease of operation, Maya and Key machines now have a CPU with a clear display which can be operated by a simple keyboard. This facility enables you to control several vital functions. Some of them are oiler function, air, speed or inverter, brake adjustment, roll size, shift counter, etc. Please refer to the instruction manual for Operator's Panel for complete details. We now explain how to set the fabric roll size. Open to page 7/3 of the manual. This is the production menu. Now press M to go to the main menu. Select DOF by pressing key 1 and enter. Press 2 for selection of change of revolutions and press enter. Now on this menu, type in the number of revolutions per roll that are required. Press enter and you are back to the production menu. The control panel also enables you to identify reasons for machine stop and errors. Pages 10/1 to 10/3 give you the complete list. For example, this display shows graphically that the machine has stopped due to yarn breakage. Press the downward arrow to get the message in text form. If graphic display also shows escape, press the escape button after rectification of fault. Service assistance. When you face a problem you cannot solve, call the Meyer & Key agent of your country or the Meyer & Key service department. When you order spare parts, be sure to mention the machine model, diameter and gauge, the machine number, the part number and quantity. The part number can be obtained by referring to the assembly drawing and parts list in the spare parts catalogue. If in doubt, mark the part in the assembly drawing and fax the drawing to the service department. Meyer & Key wishes you success with your double jersey circular knitting machine.